Bob, you want to lead us off?
Hey, Bumper, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hey, what was, I know you guys aren't in full pads yet, but just what was it like, being able to go full speed, and kind of what sense did you get from Coach Pittman? Because he's obviously, like he was saying, he's been a position coach his whole life, and now he's a head coach, kind of gets to go around to everybody.
Yeah, no, today was a good first day. I think Coach Pittman does a great job of making sure that our tempo is correct. Whenever he sees guys, not kind of upholding to the standard, he's the first one to call somebody out, kind of get that juice flowing, and I think that's big. Thought everyone was locked in today. Day ones are big. Just kind of start your program off on a good note, and I thought we did that today.
Did you feel like Coach Pittman was kind of involved with everybody, was having a good time instead of just being an O-line coach?
Absolutely. I mean, we can't tell he's never been a head coach. I mean, he's running around there. I mean, it looks amazing. I'm so proud to be able to play underneath him.
Nikki?
Hey, Bumper. Who in your group just looked good today, looked ready to go, and really dialed in?
I mean, obviously Grant's always on his stuff, and then Hayden Henry was flying around today. I mean, he kind of brought the juice in that group behind us, and kind of Draper fed off of it. I think we got a really good group. I didn't get to see the other side, but those guys I saw. I mean, I thought as a unit we really stepped up. We're being leaders for the D line, and I'm excited what we have in our room.
Thank you.
Hey, Bumper, schedule came out today. You guys open with Georgia coming in, and it's all SEC. Just what are the guys' thoughts about that? Your thoughts on that?
Oh, it's big time. Coach Pittman's first game, getting to play Georgia at home. He says he likes to play the fight song of the team we play for week one. So we get 6 weeks of the Georgia fight song, and it'll be on our mind every single day. I'm more than on board for bringing him in here and having a great week one.
You have them today? Fight song today?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Ray Biddy?
Hey, Bumper, how you doing? Hey, I was curious a little bit more about Levi Draper. If you could just kind of talk about how he's fit in with everything and how his first day was, just a little bit more.
Yeah, first day went great. He's a very smart player. I mean, you can tell he's experienced. He came from a program where they were very successful. So you get any guy from a program like that, they're going to be good. And I think he's picked up on the defense just like all we have, and flies around the ball, makes plays, and I'm excited we have him.
Hutch?
Bumper, I was wondering too, you mentioned you didn't see the other guys on the other field or whatever, but how different is practice right now with all the new regulations and precautions and stuff? Like, what's it been like for you?
It's different, but we have, we've been going through this whole summer with the same precautions. So for us, it's kind of like we're rolling. Whenever we take our helmets off, we got to throw the mask on. We have masks in our helmets, and just, the water situation is our training staff has been phenomenal. I mean, we can't go out and grab a bottle, but they're always there making sure we got our water, and thought practice went off great, and our string staff and nutrition staff and medical staff did a wonderful job.
Nate?
For as far as just what's been installed over the summer, how quickly did it all come back to you as far as executing what you were actually doing?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of talked about this one day. We went through a summer and had, all these meetings online. And I think that was huge because usually, where our coaches leave and, we don't have as much meetings in the summer as we do this year. And it's been huge. I think whenever you get to go over those installs over and over again, when you get on the field, you feel like you're not even missing a step. And it's translating well. I think the guys are picking it up good. Our DBs, and those guys they're on point. They know all the calls, making checks, and it's exciting.
Alyssa?
Yeah, I wanted to ask just what you feel like your responsibility as an athlete about being safe. I know Sam Pittman has talked a lot about what you guys need to keep doing in order to try to continue to play football. But from an athlete and an athlete's perspective, your responsibility on making sure that you're safe?
Yeah, I mean, so when you have so many people, that count on you doing these things, wearing your mask, staying away from people that aren't in your, inner circle, you feel that responsibility. And, we all want to have a season. So if we have to make sacrifices now, that's what we're going to do. Our biggest thing is, we kind of already had our adjustment early on this summer of having to go through all the precautions and everything. So now we're kind of just on cruise control with it. We have people coming back to campus, but I feel like we put in so much work just to, give it away and try to, contaminate our whole team by getting around other people not in our circle.
Trey Biddy?
Yeah, Bumper, I wanted to ask you about some more newcomers, the freshmen, linebackers, JT and Ja'Cory, Kellen. How have those guys gone so far? Have they kind of just jumped right in there? Are they kind of feeling their way around?
Yeah, I mean, I think any freshman that comes in, there's always that, that transition period from high school to, SEC football, and those guys have picked it up well. I'm excited what they're doing, and I think their biggest attribute or their biggest, I guess, strengths are, they listen. They look to us. We tell them something to do. They're going to work hard to make sure they try to get it. And I think we got a good group coming up.
Russell?
I just wanted to ask you about the job Coach Pittman has done handling everything that's been thrown his way here in year one, and with all the changes and everything that's changing almost daily, how he updates you guys in the communication there.
Yeah, like I said before, I mean, it doesn't seem like Coach Pittman's this is his first year. I mean, he's handled everything perfectly. He's got this mindset of who cares what happens, who cares what's thrown in front of us. Let's keep that same mindset of just work on today. When tomorrow comes, we'll attack it, and never get too down about what you think's going to happen. Just always stay positive. And I think his leadership style is y'all see me as who I am. He's not going to give you any BS. It's just straight who he is, and you can read him, and so we're all calm because of the way he's attacked it.
We got time for a couple more. Bob?
Yeah, Bumper, I know the coaches have talked a lot about the defensive line. From what you've seen, what do you think of how the defensive line looks, and specifically, what have you seen from Julius Coates?
Yeah, that group, ones and twos, I think they've really attacked it, and they gotten big. I think we have, a lot more talent as a whole unit this year. Obviously, we lost some big key guys, but as a unit, I'm really excited to see what they have, and they're smart players and they have high motors. Julius Coates, I mean, that kid is, he's an animal. I mean, he's explosive. I'm excited to see what he can do for us. And just across the board, Dorian, Jay Marsh, Sully, those guys are just really good players, and they're finally, filling into those shoes, and I'm excited to see what they can do.
Tom, last one.
All right, thanks. Hey, Bumper, highlights of practice today. Who got picks? Any fumble recoveries, anything like that?
Yeah, I think Joe got a pick today. Jared Judy had a big knockdown ball on our 2-minute deal. Fumble-wise, I think the offense held on the ball pretty well. We had a ton of reps today, and I think the guys attacked it. But that was the biggest thing, was just, fighting when we're tired. We haven't really gone through a full practice in 8 months. So finally getting back out there, feeling how your legs feel after a long practice was big, and thought we looked good. Offense looks good, and excited to see it where we're at Wednesday.
Thanks, Bumper. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll get Rakeem in here in just a minute.
Oh, all right. Can't take it.